I usually share with my classes and most people that to define me, you can define me very simply. I'm black by birth, Christian by choice, and minister by call. But one of the things I share with you is that I come from the context of Christian core values. So the whole core value of Christ was to make religion relevant to the times. In fact, at that time, you had the Judaistic system that had become antiquated, was non-responsive, was not meeting the needs of the people. And Christ came simply to share a system that was new, vital, meeting the people's needs and allowing them to meet their potential. So what I see is that it's my responsibility to understand this age, to understand what the situations are that millennials are going through, and then look at bringing the questions that millennials have and the lives they're living to the gospel and to Christ so that Christ and Christianity can respond to where they are right now. Well, interestingly enough, this is an interesting thing, is that I guess I come from educators. I come from a line of people that were educators and preachers. I'm a third generation preacher. My father was a bishop and the head of the CME Church for 8 years. My great-grandfather was one of the founders of the CME Church. So my heritage is CME Church and what have you. But my father also, before he was bishop, he was an educator. My mother's an educator. My aunts and uncles were educators. And so I found that somehow God has had those paths interrelated for me. God blessed me to where I received a good education, a privileged education. But because of my responsibility and my I guess I'd say my calling within the black church, I knew that my responsibility was to take what I received and bring it back to our people. And so there I was involved in education. I came here to Jackson to pastor the mother church, and when I got here, at that time, Dr. McClure was president. He involved me in the preaching and all of that. And then finally, he convinced me to come on and begin to do some teaching. And so somehow God has allowed my path to always be interwoven with education. So if you look, all right, I happen to pastor now Lane Chapel CME Church in Humboldt, Tennessee, which is about, from the college is about, to my church is about 20 minutes. It's 1197 Gibson Wells Road, Humboldt, Tennessee, and our service is at 11 o'clock. We have also Bible study opportunities on Wednesday, but also there's something that I do that started here in Lane 10 years ago. I have a Thursday night call-in Bible study at 9 o'clock.